guys, how are you today? Today is a beautiful Sunday outside and the sun is shining and it's really good. And in today's video, I really want to share with you why I paint and why I suddenly decided to paint. And I will talk a little bit about the history behind my paintings and really what I want to do with them and how I discover my paintings, because that's an interesting story. And because I never really painted, I only painted in my childhood, and it was a long time ago. And suddenly I just was in this room with a lot of other painters, and I was like, wow, it seems so relaxing, and I love like being here in this room, and it's just like it was a lot of good energy. And then they introduced me to painting again, and I was like, I love it. I had like then I was finger painting, and I had like a lot of colors in my hands, and I was doing it to the rhythm of the music because I'm a dancer, so it was really interesting. And just how I love to like mix colors and just like see which colors it's going to be and see different combinations and how the colors fit together. And it's just like every time I paint, it just like relaxes my mind, and I'm just like so in the in one with the pencil or with my fingers or whatever I use to paint. Sometimes I don't use a pencil, I just like use things that I find at home to kind of like uh, yeah, make a different type of paintings. Yes, okay, I don't know exactly how to express myself in this subject with English. I noticed that I have some English words with the painting that I don't know what is in English, what it is in English, and but it's like every time I paint, I have no clue what I'm going to paint. It's like I have this clean paper or clean slate, and I just have a lot of colors, and I have no clue what to do. And then I just like start, and it all just comes to me. And when I'm done painting, I was like, whoa. Sometimes I feel like it's messages to me. Like it's almost like when I paint, it's my soul that is painting, and not only like my mind or my body, but it's really like my soul is expressing itself. And I noticed because I wanted to maybe become better, so I like looked up different types of paintings, and people were like really detailed. But as you guys know, when you look through my videos, I'm really not a perfectionist at all. So when somebody tell me to, okay, paint an eye or paint a hand, I can't do it because it's so many details, and it's not what I'm here to do. So what I really like with painting when I paint is that it's kind of like you don't know what it is at all. So I want people, when they look at my paintings, and it's 100 different people, and I want every one of them to have a different picture in their head, a different meaning, different story. And I noticed also that I had like a difficulty to put a name to the painting because it's so different from everybody, for everybody, like what is this painting about. So I figured that I'm not going to call my paintings anything, because then the mind of the one that is seeing this can really like come from a pure state of mind. Because if I put a name on it, I already give them some information about the picture, about the painting. But I really want them to dig into their own soul and just like analyze for themselves and see their own perspective, not my perspective or somebody else's, but really their own. So I want people to look at the paintings and start to think like, what is this, and to like kind of like activate the thoughts of the person. And it's really something else. Okay, so you guys know that I really don't want to edit my videos. I want it to be as real as possible. But the reason why I had to like cut now and go into a new video is because I was talking in like 30 minutes, and then I discovered that I only filmed like 6 minutes of this because I didn't have more space on my phone, so I have to do this again. And so I will just like start where the previous video was ended. So I have a story that I want to tell you because I was really like, I'm in a situation right now where I use a lot of money on school, my like dance education, and it's really great. Like I love that education, and I had to pay for my rent and I had to pay for food. That's like the first priorities. And then I feel like I don't have the money to invest in like other things than this. So but this day, because I love to paint, so I was like, okay, I have to invest in myself, I have to use money on this. And then I went to the store because I want to paint on something more proper than only paper. So I went to the store to buy something proper to paint on, like really something good and something that I can like hang up, and yeah. And it was cheap, and I was like, okay, let's do this, let's spend some money on myself. And and then when I was going to pay for this, the machine didn't want to work. Like we tried my card several of times and it just did not work, and she said she had some difficulties with the machine. And I was like, okay, what do I do now? And then I had this thought about, okay, it's not meant for me to buy this today. But then she told me that it is a bank right across the corner and you can just go out and take cash. So that was exactly what I did. I did not trust my intuition that I was not going to buy this today, but I was like, okay, let's give it another try. And then when I come to that bank, and I was going to take out cash and everything, I took in my PIN code and everything was fine. And suddenly the machine took my card. And I was like, what just happened now? What just happened now? Like, holy shit. I should have listened to my intuition, I told myself. Because I was really not meant to buy this today. And yeah, it's just amazing. And the other day, I came back to this place to take out my card again, because it was somebody comes and take out all the cards in the machine, like lost and found cards. So, and then I asked them, if I try this again, do you think that the machine will take my card again? And they said, no, it's really rare that the machine even takes your card, so I don't think that will happen again, they told me. And I was like, yes, then I can buy something proper to paint on today. And then I try again, and the machine took my card again. And I was like, holy shit, I'm not going to buy this paint. This proper thing to paint on. It's just like, okay, I don't know why, but I just was not meant to buy this. And then suddenly I just discovered that I had to be more creative. I have to be more creative, yeah. And then I discovered that to paint on cardboards is really something great. And it's like people throw this away all the time, and you can find it wherever you want to, and you don't have to pay anything for it. It's free. So I was taking with me like cardboards home, and I found it. It was in like garbages and stuff, and it was not dirty. It was clean. So don't think that I dig. No, no, no. I just like I found it laying on top, and it's really good. And then I was like, okay, this is great. I don't have to use any money on this. And then suddenly I discovered that in the streets I found even like better things than cardboards to paint on. And it's really, really good. Like, holy shit. I just, because here in Paris, people are just like throwing things out in the streets. And when people throw this away, I can like look at stuff and I can see like this is a potential of painting, and I can use this to my arts, and it's just wonderful how somebody can throw something away and I can use it. And I have in this sense I have like different stories to all of my paintings, and I think that's really interesting. Is like if somebody decide to buy this, or even if I just keep it for myself, I know that okay, this painting came out of a story behind this and this, and I found this here and it was this story behind, I had this day. And for me that's like really uh, it's like giving me so much more meaning. And yeah, it's wonderful to have it like this. And it's just like it just comes into my life when I want to. When I'm like open for it, I find it. And the other day I was walking with my best friend and I found something that people were lying out in the street, and I asked her like, can we take this with us home? And she told me because it was somebody had already draw like um, a female body on this, and she was like, isn't this a little bit bizarre? And I was like, no, 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 we're not going to hang up this. I'm just taking it with me home so I can paint over this. And she was like, yeah, that's a great idea. And I did this, and I just, after this, I found so many paintings, not like things to paint on in the street. For example, today it's a pretty interesting story because we were like washing what is it called? Shit, I forget my English words. But the thing that you take over your pillow and your duvet, and we wash them. So I hang it up outside for it to dry faster. And today it was pretty windy outside, and we live in the fourth floor, and suddenly it just like flies away into the street. And I was like, holy shit. I was in my pajamas and I was just like running down all the stairs to get out on the street and pick this up and take it with me inside again. And when I did this, I discovered something new to paint on. It was just like laying there, and I was like, wow, I'm so happy that all of this stuff went down on the street, because then I got the opportunity to actually find something new to paint on. And I can just show you one example, and it's like this one. And I have no clue like where did this belong before. I don't know if it was like in a kitchen or if it was like in a bedroom, living room. I have no clue what this is. It's just that I see so much potential in painting a big picture in this, and it makes me so happy as a painter to have this, to be creative and find like different stuff in the streets, and I can just like be open-minded, and it's really all the qualities that I look for in myself. And it really brings me a lot of joy to live this way. And in the end of this video, I just wanted to and to show you guys something that I painted, and it's just like interesting to see if you like it and see your perspective of it, because something is really abstract and you don't really know what this is. And just I hope you enjoy, and please leave a comment on paintings and contact me if you if you have any questions. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, and yeah, I wish you all a good day, and it's just a beautiful day to be alive, people. And I'm so grateful for all of you guys, and all of you who support me and follow me is great, and I really I'm just like so thankful that I don't have any words left. So I wish you guys a really good Sunday, or maybe we'll see us on Monday, Tuesday, I don't know. A great life to all of you guys, and thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it again. So yes.